You open an app to order a chair. It arrives in 2 days. You never once think about where the wood came from, who shaped it, or how anyone figured out that 4 legs and a flat surface could hold your weight. But strip away every factory, every store, every truck on the highway, and you are left with a question that haunts the whole story of your species. How did ancient humans build everything they needed, with nothing but stone, bone, and their own hands? The answer is far stranger and far more impressive than you were ever taught. Start with the obvious problem. There were no blueprints, no teachers with diagrams, no YouTube tutorials passed down through generations. Every single tool, every shelter, every woven basket had to be invented from scratch, tested against failure, and refined slowly across thousands of years. Your ancestors were not naturally gifted engineers. They were relentless problem solvers operating under brutal constraints. And that distinction matters more than you think. Consider the hand axe. For over 1 million years, early humans and their predecessors shaped stone into a teardrop form that fit almost perfectly into a human palm. Archaeologist Mary Leakey, working at Olduvai Gorge in Tanzania, uncovered thousands of these tools and realized something remarkable. The design barely changed for hundreds of thousands of years. Why? Because it worked. Cut meat, it scraped hides, it split wood. A single shape, repeated across an almost unimaginable stretch of time, became the first stable piece of technology your lineage ever produced. But making a hand axe is not simple. You cannot just smash 2 rocks together and hope for a blade. Early toolmakers used a technique called knapping, striking a stone core at a precise angle to flake off sharp fragments. Get the angle wrong and the rock shatters uselessly. Get it right and you have an edge sharper than most modern steel knives fresh out of the factory. This required years of practice, careful observation, and the ability to teach the skill to the next generation without a single written word. Think about that. An entire technology passed down purely through watching, mimicking, and correcting. So how did shelter come next? You might imagine ancient humans hiding in random caves, waiting out storms. But research led by archaeologist Paula Villa on sites in Europe reveals something different. Early humans actively built structures. Mammoth bone dwellings have been found in Ukraine, with skulls and leg bones stacked deliberately into circular walls, likely covered with hide. This was not improvisation. This was architecture, built with the largest available materials on a landscape with almost no trees. Here is where the twist begins. You were probably taught that innovation moved in a straight line, simple tools leading steadily to complex ones. But the archaeological record tells a messier story. Some groups developed sophisticated tools remarkably early, then seemingly abandoned them for simpler designs, only to reinvent similar technology later. Why would anyone do that? The answer lies in necessity, not intelligence alone. A tool is only useful if it solves a problem you currently face. If your environment shifts, if prey animals change, if climate forces migration, the old solution may become irrelevant. Ancient humans were not climbing a ladder of progress. They were constantly adapting to shifting ground, and their toolkits reflected whatever crisis was in front of them at that moment. Now think about fire. Nothing shaped your survival more directly. Controlling fire meant cooked food, which meant more calories extracted from the same amount of meat and plants. Primatologist Richard Wrangham has argued that cooking may have been essential for the evolution of the modern human brain, since a smaller gut and a larger brain both demand more efficient energy. But making fire on demand, rather than simply preserving it from a natural source, required understanding friction, dryness, and the exact conditions needed to coax a spark into flame. This was not luck. This was applied physics, discovered through trial and devastating error, likely including burned hands and ruined attempts across countless failed nights. Once fire was reliable, cooking led to storage, storage led to containers, and containers led to one of the most underappreciated inventions in human history. The basket. Woven from reeds, bark, or grass, baskets allowed people to carry food, water, tools, and even infants across long distances. Archaeologist Olga Soffer has pointed to impressions of woven fiber found pressed into ancient clay, evidence that textile technology existed far earlier than anyone assumed, long before pottery, long before metal. You are probably picturing rough, crude weaving. But some of these fiber techniques required understanding tension, pattern repetition, and material flexibility, essentially an early form of engineering. And because fiber decomposes over time, most of what you know about ancient textiles comes from faint impressions in mud or clay, meaning the true scope of this technology is almost certainly underestimated. Here is the counterintuitive part. The more archaeologists dig, the more they realize that ancient humans were not slowly stumbling toward modern intelligence. They already had it. Full cognitive capacity, full creativity, full problem-solving ability. What they lacked was accumulated knowledge, not raw brainpower. Every generation had to rediscover, refine, or lose critical information because there was no reliable way to store it outside a human memory. This means something important about invention itself. You often think of a genius alone in a workshop, striking sudden inspiration. But ancient technology emerged from something closer to community trial and error, spread across generations, refined by countless unnamed hands. No single person built the hand axe or the mammoth bone hut or the woven basket. Thousands of people over thousands of years kept trying, kept failing, kept adjusting. Now bring this back to something you feel today without realizing why. That instinct to tinker, to fix something with whatever is lying around, to solve a problem with duct tape and stubbornness rather than a manual. That is not a modern quirk. That is an inherited survival strategy, carried in your behavior long after the original necessity disappeared. Every time you improvise a solution instead of buying a new one, you are echoing a skill set that quite literally built your entire species from nothing. And that brings you back to the chair you ordered online. Somewhere in that simple object is a hidden lineage stretching back to the first person who realized 4 sticks could hold weight if arranged correctly. The materials changed, the tools changed, but the underlying instinct to look at raw material and see possibility has never gone away. It has just been buried under convenience. So the next time you assemble furniture, fix something broken, or build anything with your own hands, remember what you now know. You are not just completing a chore. You are participating in the oldest continuous tradition your species has ever practiced. What part of this video surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know where you're watching from today. Drop your country, state, or city in the comments and join our growing community from around the world. Also, tell me what topic you'd like to see in our next video. We read your suggestions, and there's a good chance your idea could be featured in an upcoming episode. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notification so you never miss another fascinating story. Your support helps us continue creating more amazing content, uncovering hidden facts, and sharing incredible stories with viewers like you. Thank you for watching, and remember, every story has another chapter waiting to be discovered. See you in the next video.